Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kareem again, and today I've got a very special guest all the way from Barara. His name is Geros and he's got a YouTube channel. And the best part is, guys, this will be really beneficial for you, for us guys, especially guys like me who have got big bellies, who want to reduce their weight, and especially the bellies or tummies as you call it. He's gonna advise, give you some beautiful tips in the video, so stay tuned. First, let me show you his channel's name so you can go hit the subscribe button. It's right here, Geros Fitness. You need to subscribe as it says on the t-shirt. Right, Geros, welcome to my channel.
Thanks for hosting me. I'm proud to be here and I'm happy, excited.
Right, so Geros, tell me, like guys like me who especially have those big bellies, like who look like cows to be honest. Yes. So what are tips that you would give to people like us for reducing, and also if any health tips you can give with that as well?
So basically, gaining weight, gaining fat, losing weight and losing fat, it all comes down to something we call caloric deficit. Basically, calories, don't mind about calories, but just take it as energy.
All right.
Basically, food is energy, so we get food energy from the food that we eat.
True.
So the more energy or the more food that you eat versus what you burn,
okay,
is what's going to determine your net fat loss or net weight that you're going to look.
Okay.
So if you eat more and burn less,
okay,
you're going to store.
Oh.
If you burn more than what you eat,
okay,
you're going to lose. So
right,
basically, to lose weight or fat, you must be in what something we call a caloric deficit or a negative energy balance.
Okay.
So you have to work around to see how much energy you're eating and versus how much energy you're expending.
Oh.
So that's the whole magic.
Okay.
So when you get to know that, then losing weight is going to be just a piece of cake.
Now, Geros, the important question is, a person like me who usually works on the laptop, who sits all day, how can he like burn more? Because he's eating, but he doesn't have time. So, do you have an advice for people like me, or what do we do?
So absolutely, it's easy actually to eat calories or eat energy versus burning it. So it's actually very hard. And most people overrate what they burn even while doing exercise.
Okay.
You can actually burn 500 calories while doing an exercise and it has to be an intense exercise, but you can easily eat 2,000 calories just in a single meal. So that's how people actually easily get weight, get rid of fat, weight, and all that kind of stuff. So to avoid that, if you know you can't burn whatever you're eating, so you want to control what you're eating first. So you want to regulate that. So if you regulate how much you're eating, then it's going to be easy for you to burn that. So first of all, you want to look at how much you're eating, the quantity of foods you're eating, so that you don't eat more than what your body can handle or what your body can burn. Because sometimes people, like I've said, people tend to overrate how many calories they burn in the gym versus how many they are eating. So your biggest or your focus should be controlling how many calories you're eating. So that's where dieting comes in. So basically, you don't want to starve yourself while trying to diet and do everything. Right. But you want to check your calories that you're taking in. So this is where now the quality of foods come in. Okay. So if you actually know that you're unable to burn all the calories that you're taking in, right, so you want to eat foods which are low in calories. Okay. Basically, which are low in the amount of energies. Okay. So you want to focus on foods, first of all, which are whole feeling, so that you're not hungry all the time. So another thing is, most people tend to eat more frequently. Like during our days, our grandfather and whatever, they used to have like 3 meals a day. Right. But this time around, we have people eating about 6 times a day. Right. If you get what I mean. So you basically want to focus on eating foods that are more filling, because them foods which are satiating, so that you don't overeat them. Okay. So foods which are satiating actually are low in calories because they contain a lot of fiber. So when you put all that food in your stomach, basically going to full all the day. So which means you're not going to overeat, over snack, and you end up consuming more calories. Right. So you want to focus on whole foods that contain a lot of fiber, and of course make sure that you don't starve yourself. So those foods are going to help you keep full all the way all day long, but at the same time you're eating less calories. Okay. So you're actually burning calories while you're not exercising, because you're eating less than what your body needs. So it's going to burn what's already existing in your body to fuel itself, if that makes sense. Got it. So that's what most people forget, that you can you can easily control what you eat versus what you're going to burn, because people tend to think that, for example, walking for 20 kilometers, you're going to burn calories that you perhaps have eaten over months and months. It's not going to happen. So you basically want to focus on what you're eating now. So you have, in whatever thing you're doing, you want to make sure that you're creating a caloric deficit. Okay. So basically, calories is a measure of food energy, as simple as that. It's just a measure. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're creating a caloric deficit or an energy deficit, so that your body can now use the fuel that it already stored in form of fat and in form of course, glycogen on your body. So that now you can easily start burning fat even when you're not exercising. Absolutely.
Okay, now how much do you think a person should walk a day? Is the walk necessary, or if it's necessary, how much should a person walk a day? At least a requirement, minimum, like.
So actually, walking is underrated. Walking is one of the best exercises ever. So even when we are telling people to start working out and all that kind of stuff, we always tell them to start with a simple walk. Okay. So walking helps you actually burn more calories than what people tend to just ignore. So at least if you're coming to work, sometimes if you're not on a hurry, no one is putting you on pressure, you just basically want to take a simple walk from your home to work if your home is near. Or after work, if you finish work when still early and your home is near, there's no reason why you should get any other means of transport other than by your feet. So just have a simple walk. But if you're able to walk around 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers a day, that's really good to go, especially if you're starting with exercise. So I would actually encourage everyone who's watching us right now, if you're getting started to exercise, if you've never exercised before, so you want to just start with simple exercises such as walking, because walking helps you actually burn a ton of calories that even some of the exercises in the gym do not.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay, one important question I have for you is, like, I think everybody would want to know is, like, what's the difference? Like, of course there's a difference between running and walking. Absolutely. But what do you prefer, like, for a newbie like me who doesn't walk at all? Like, and if a person starts walking, then do you start running? Like, can you please explain?
So basically is if you have never run before, if you're getting started, you want to start with walking. But also running is different. You have long distance runners like marathoners and all that kind of people. We have people who sprint. Actually, people who tend to run long distances, as you already know, all those Olympians who run long distances, all of them, they look like sticks. They have lost all the fat around them and everything, versus people who sprint like the likes of Bolt and whoever, who actually look muscular and have some muscle on them. The difference is walking. So basically there are mechanisms when it comes to burning fat. So you have to know that there is aerobic and anaerobic. So those are basically how should I call them? They are basically types of energy systems. So if your body is trying to use its energy, it uses them in different types. So we have the anaerobic and then the aerobic. So when you're sprinting, you're basically using the anaerobic energy system. So in the anaerobic energy system, basically you don't have enough time to use oxygen. That's why most people are huffing and panting, because you're not breathing enough to help you, generate all the energy that you need, or generate the ATP. But for walking, you're walking at your own pace and you're breathing in a lot of oxygen, so your body is able to use glucose and of course an oxygen to provide you with energy. You understand? Something we call oxidative phosphorylation. So which basically means that if you're walking, you're using the aerobic type of let me say respiration or mechanism of producing energy. So walking, that energy system involves fat burning, so you need to mobilize fats together to be able to provide you with the energy. But the other one, where you're sprinting, you understand, if you're sprinting, you need quick energy, and that quick energy can't be generated through a long process, because you need that energy really fast. Imagine you have seen a line and you want to take away, so that energy you need to really quick. You don't have to first go and mobilize fats and whatever, you have to give you energy. You understand what I'm getting? So you need the already existing glycogen or glucose to be able to give you energy straight away, and then you take off. But if you're walking and you're not huffing, you're not panting and everything, is that you give your body enough chance
Okay.
to mobilize all the fats wherever they are, to be broken down into glucose, to be able to provide you with energy, to be able to, walk.
Right,
You understand?
perfect, got it.
But that's when you want to sprint. So that's why if you're sprinting a lot, you're not actually burning fat.
Right.
Most of the time,
I
you're
got your
actually
point.
using energy. You're using something we call glycogen
Exactly.
and glucose that you already
Right.
have, because your body doesn't have time to go look for where fats are, where proteins are, to
Exactly.
make them
Just-
to give
yes,
you energy.
got it, I
So
got
if
it.
your goal is to burn fat, you basically want to walk.
Walk.
Even when you go to the gym, you want to do what we call low impact cardio.
Right.
You know, where you're not huffing and panting.
Right, right,
And remember,
right.
we have what we call HIIT, which is high intensity interval training,
Where
where you're basically giving like 95% of your maximum heart rate. You understand?
Yeah, right.
Then you also have aerobic exercises,
Right.
where you're able to do a 60-minute aerobic exercise.
Okay.
So you're basically doing at your own pace. You're not huffing and panting, and
I got
and in
you.
that manner you're actually mobilizing a lot of fats to be able to give you energy to do the exercise. So if you want to burn more fat, you want to basically focus on doing low impact cardio, which includes walking as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Guru. Thank you so much. Right, guys, so you've heard his advice. Walk, walk, and walk. Less talking, more walking. Thank you so much for giving your time and giving a very beautiful advice to all of our viewers.
Yeah, in case you want to get in touch with me, he has already told you my YouTube channel is Geros Fitness. Just right there, or you can just get onto my socials, Geros Fitness, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook, and I'll catch you there and I'll be able to just help you.
I'll be leaving his links in the description. Definitely check him out and do support.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Mad love.
Okay.
Peace.